Welcome in, guys, once again to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Profile Addiction, guys. You guys already know. Hey, who's that? Hey, man, look at that field center, man. Yeah, we got the ID, man. Billy Bob ID looking fresh off the press, man. Hey, Billy Bob's coming soon, guys. Stay tuned for that, man. Look at this beautiful Platinum Secret, man. This is coming in the Rarity Collection 3, guys. You imagine? Yo, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Big things coming, man. Haven't even announced it in the regular market watches because we're working in the back scenes. But if you're here watching this video, you deserve a little sneak peek. You know what I mean? Shout out to V, man. Shout out to V. Yugioh Paisano when he was selling these Ghost Rare Field Centers. Just fire, man. Just fire. Man, Konami should do these. They slacking, man. Fire. Great field center. Just put it down here, guys. All right, let's get to it, guys. We're here to talk about Spright. Just recently got a top 8 in locals. Nothing too crazy. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say this is the best deck. I'm not gonna sit here and say that this particular version, excuse me, guys, of the deck, you know, is the one that you need to play, things of that nature. I just want to provide some insight to what I did, what worked for me. Had a snake eye matchup, had fun, man. You know, if you're watching the video, man, shout out to you, bro. It could have gone either way. It was like this thin, man. Hadn't had this fun in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern match in a long time. A lot of back and forth interactions, you know, high level Yu-Gi-Oh! It was fun. I won't lie. It could have gone either way. We both, you know, made a misplay here or there, but it was a great match. And yeah, so again, if you want a deck that competes, if you want a deck that is budget relatively relative to the other decks, then this is the one that you want to go. I don't even have a Little Knight, guys, and that's important. You know, I can't do the IP Little Knight combo lines, so that's very important. Most people that top obviously have Little Knight, and I plan to get it eventually when it gets reprinted, but no rush. I just play this at locals for the most part, and these cards look beautiful as well. Love Platinum Secrets from Rarity Collection 1, my favorite rarity. But guys, today's about Spright. Again, this is, I just got a top 8 at locals, had a blast, was in the top tables a couple of times. You know what I mean? It was all fun in games there. Competing, man. The deck puts in the work, man. So again, I'm playing 43 cards. Again, it's not like the most optimal version or this or that and the other. It's just a version, like if you're on a budget, especially with the Spright reprints now, you definitely want to pick up these cards, and you can play a relatively cheap deck compared to many other decks and still, you know, top a local event. All right, so let's start off, guys. Let's start off again with Triple Ash. You have Triple Ash here. You know, obviously, you know, there's not too much to say. Ash is Ash. You know, you need Ash at 3s. It hits so many things. I mean, it won me essentially that snake eye matchup because I hit the right card at the right time when we were both top decking essentially. So it's Ash, man. Just run it at 3s. Card has always been needed. It's needed now, and it will continue to be needed. It's just such a great card. You want to make sure that you play Triple Ash, you know, as part of your hand trap lineup, you know, to make sure you interrupt your opponent. And there you go. So I'm gonna set this right here. Then you play Triple Veiler, guys. You want to play Triple Veiler, same deal. Again, these are 6 hand traps right here. Veiler effect negation has never been more important in Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, Veiler always cycles in and out of the meta. You want to make sure that you have just Triple Veilers. Right now with the Rarity Collection 1 reprints, there's cheap super rares around Billy's. You know, make sure you get access to this hand trap, even the cheap version, just whichever one, even commons, just get your Triple Veilers here. You know, this is non-negotiable. You need to play, you know, some people may be running at 2 here and there, but you want to play your hand traps. You want to interrupt your opponent's turn. You want to stop their moves. I mean, it can't get any easier than that, man. Plat Secrets, love it. Then I'm just playing double draw. Yes, I mean, this card you know, stops turns. It's floodgate like it's broken. You know, might bump it up to 3, we'll see, but right now I think 2 is fine. Don't want to play too many hand traps, don't want to break, you know, like just drawing into hand traps, so I think 2 is fine. You know, I prefer you know, Ashes and effect negation. Search comes, you know, close second, so that's why we play 2 right here. It's double draw right here. I mean, not too much else to say. This card wins games by itself sometimes, so at least you get some exposure to the card. This is what I'm playing right here, right now. And these secrets look nice from the Rarity Collection 2. Man, alternate art. There we go, guys. So we have our hand trap lineup here. Now we're moving on to the Spright deck core. I mean, you obviously play triple blues, non-negotiables. You can't cut this, you can't play 2, you need your 3. You need your 3 ofs, you need your consistency here. You want to make sure that you have, you know, your 3 Spright blues. Is the extender, is the starter, is the everything in the deck. It lets you search another Spright monster. It's just too good. It's too good. You need to play your 3 ofs. Personally, I have the secrets at nets. I try and rarity bump this to OT, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, prefer the secrets over the ultras. First at OGs, can't go wrong with these secret rares. Look just beautiful, beautiful, guys, beautiful. All right, so we move on to triple Spright Jet. Same deal. This is the ultra rare rarity bump here. Some people prefer the classic supers. I like the rarity bump. I'll live with it. I'll live to fight another day. Guys, Spright Jet searches for a Spright spell trap card. It's just too good. It's too good. You can search your starter. You can search your double cross. You know, I play Gamma Burst, so you know this won me games. Literally won me games where I would special this, search Gamma Burst, you know, and then Gamma Burst for OTK is just such a great card. You know, Spright Jet, you need your playset. Make sure you get your exposure sooner rather than later, guys. You know, there we go. I mean, it just got reprint rarity bump, so you want to make sure that you get access to these beautiful cards. Then you play, well, I play double carrot and I play double red. Again, I'm playing a 43 card version, and I'll give my explanation towards the end of the video. So I want to have double Spright reds and carrots. These are the Omni Negates. If you draw into them, it's so good because you don't have to search them or special summon them with a gigantic Spright. So again, just such a great card. Monster Negate, Spell Negate. These little Omni Negates, they win games, man. People have to play around these. Is extremely hard and difficult. Puts them in an awkward position, and it's just so good. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, most people play only one of each. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying this is necessarily the best way, but I prefer, you know, to play 2 ofs, especially in a 43 card build, just in case I draw into these. It'll just be them pluses. It'll be them pluses for sure. So let's set these to the side right here, and then we're moving on to Pixie. I mean, a lot of people don't run Pixie. I can't blame them. I run the 1 of just to have that additional name, and also this card is like honest. You know, you just never know. You just never know when you need, you know, to run over an opponent's monster or protect your monster from an attack. It's just a 1 of. I like it. I see it as a tech card, and it's another Spright name. Yeah, and it also has 1400 attack. So if you have to, you know, special this, big Gamma Burst with all your other monsters swing, and then you can, you know, affect, make, you know, swing over with another monster and things of that nature. Just such a good card. Such a good card because the effect is from the hand or field. So just broken card. Love it at a 1 of. It's too easy. Then we move on to engine cards. You know, just other, you know, engine cards. Some people don't play Penny and Caddy. Some people don't play the Melfi package anymore. Can't blame them, guys. But me, when I see a 2-card engine, I play it. I mean, it's just 2 cards. It's 2 cards, guys. It is 2 cards, you know, and I'm not talking about the spell yet, but look, these are 2-card engines. You know, I'm not talking about, again, spells just yet, but put it here. Look, it's just a 2-card engine for Toad, and this gives you Forest, you know, that eventually lets you go into Herald of the Ark. Like, just too good. This is 2-card engine for an Omni Negate and another 2-card engine for an Omni Negate. Yes. Are these bricks per se? These bricks, rather than, these are not bricks, because you can play around these. You know, you can normal summon this and with the right hand and still pop off. You know, this, if you already have it, then you dump this, and you already can special summon it if you already search for it. You know, so can they be a little bit bricky? Sure. These are the more bricks per se. Yeah, you're playing bricks. I get it. People just cut this. They don't need to worry about bricking. They just play the Toad. It's more efficient. I understand. But when going first, I mean, if I go second, yeah, I might side these out. Okay. But going first, it's good to have access to these because this is an additional Omni Negate that they would have to face. You know, imagine facing a Toad, a Herald of the Arc Light, a Sprint, and then a double cross, as we're gonna do later on in this video. So I mean, it's too easy. It's too easy, guys. You know, it is too easy. So you guys want to make sure that you play these. You know, the new Mirror Mage or the Ice Barrier card is too good. Looks beautiful. You can make Toad thanks to this now in this deck. You need to play your 1 of, and then Melfi package is optional. I play it because it's just so good going first. You get that additional Omni Negate and interruption, guys. So I love the Melfi package in this 43 card build. Then obviously you have Swap Frog. You know, hey, the beaver snuck in there. You have some Swap Frogs here. You know, this engine allows you to make Toad, and it's just so efficient. It gives you that extra, you know, monster on board as well if you special summon it by pitching a water. Just so good, man. Swap is so good. You know, not too much else to say. Works well with Angler as well. You know what I mean? We play double Angler, so it works really well with this card because you can pitch it from hand to special swap, then trigger its effect in grave and start popping off, you know, special the Nimble Beavers and start popping off that way. So it's just so much flexibility, man. Triple swap, non-negotiable. This is what you want to be playing. Then we have Nimble, again, Angler. Just run the 2, you know, because you don't want to brick, you don't want to draw like 2 of these, you know, for the most part. In one hand. So again, just great. You pitch this, special summon the Nimble Beavers. It's part of the combo line with Spright Sprint as well. You either pitch it with swap or you mill it, you know, you dump it with a sprint. So we'll definitely touch base in a little bit. Again, the Nimble Beavers, you know, normal summon starter as well. Special with Angler. So, you know, just to get bodies on board. This is pretty standard. Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, it's Nimble Beaver, man. You need it to start a normal summon special Angler or special summon these off Angler's effect in the graveyard. Just very, very good. Now moving into spells, guys. So that's the monster lineup right here. We have spells. Obviously, Spright starter at 3 makes the deck compete even more, guys. Just a broken quick play spell that lets you get another body, Spright body on board. Just beautiful. Reprints. I can't believe this came in secret rarity. Now I'm super excited. I love to play it. Every time I play it, it looks beautiful. You need all 3. Hey, special summon. Yeah, you lose some attack, you know, juice per se, life points, but again, you need to play this at 3. This is literally called Spright starter. It starts the deck. Special summon blue, pop off, you know, go through your combo lines. Is just so good, so broken, and it's a quick play. You know, again, you can play in the draw phase, play around draw a little bit. You know, you can make shenanigans, and even if you set this and special this on your opponent's turn, you know, you can special an Omni negate. You know, either a red or a carrot. Just so good, so flexible. This quick play is broken. You need to play 3. That is just non-negotiable, guys. Non-negotiable. Right there, boom. And then we move on to droplets. You know, main two droplets here. Card is broken. It's a quick play. There's some combos where you can pitch Angler with this and essentially you know, plus that way. So again, double droplets. Card is broken card. You know, you need it against Tempai, you need it against so many different decks. The card can win games alone, so I main 2 just to get access to the card. And we have double triple T's again. A lot of hand traps flying around. You know, when people use hand traps on you, you want to plus, you want to draw 2, you want to take a card from their hand, whatever you need, steal a monster. This card is just too good. I main 2, it's perfect. You know, when they again ash you or draw or this or that, well, not draw, but you know, ash or Veiler, whatever they, hey, you slap this, easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy, no way around this. You need to play, you know, in this particular deck, 2 triple T's, in my humble opinion, just so good going first and or second, guys. It's good, it's good. Then you have the one called by the grave here, you know, easy peasy, not too much to say. The one called by, just an interruption, or you know, against a hand trap. The card is broken. Make sure you play your one of. And then you have these 2 spells we talked about. The Ice Barrier spell, it's a special, the Mirror Mage, and go into a Toad. And then we have Spright Gamma Burst. Some people cut it, I get it, but at the same time, to me, this card alone wins games sometimes. Or even if you have to set it, and then when your opponent swings on you, he doesn't see it coming, you can bump all your monsters and protect them for that turn as well. Sometimes it comes in clutch. Then obviously the trap lineup, we have triple imperms. You know, the Platinum Secrets love these. Yeah, triple imperms. It's a staple in every deck essentially in the meta. You know, it's non-negotiable. You guys need to play your triple imperm. And then you have Spright Double Cross, guys. You have Double Cross. Some people cut this. I personally think you need to at least play 1 because the card is broken. You can get 2 Toad negates essentially in 1 turn thanks to this card. So definitely, I believe you need to play it, guys. So right there is the full main deck, 43 cards if I'm not mistaken. Just going through the extra deck real quick. Obviously you guys want to play, let's get it here, you want to play your Sprint, guys. I personally play 2. Second Secret is on its way. In the meantime, we play the Ultra reprint. Again, Sprint, excuse me, guys, it's just too broken. It's too broken. You get a bounce essentially, quick effect bounce, broken. Then you also get, you know, and to mill, you know, to pitch, dump, essentially. An angler from the deck is just so good. It's so good, guys, this card. Very much needed. Some people just play one. I get it. I love to play two, just because for recursion, in the sense that if you play one, you don't got too much gas. If they get rid of it, maybe you need that second one in the next turn. I love playing two, and there's room for two in this deck. I wouldn't cut it to one. That's just me. I would be playing these two, honestly, for sure. Then we have, let's see. We have the Zeus, the Sky Thunder package, you know, with Downed Magician and with Zeus. OT Zeus looks beautiful. So, I mean, it's Zeus, is a staple, it's standard. Not much to say with regards to that. Then we have Dark. I mean, you just never know when you can reborn a Dark monster either from your opponent's graveyard or one of your own, you know. Little Spright monsters again as well. So this Dark, you know, is good. It's good to have access in case you need to play it. You just never know. Then you have number 65, the Jin Buster. This is an Omni negate for monster effects attached to negate a monster effect. Is very, very good. Just an additional interruption in case you know you need to go into a monster negate right there. Then we have Sky Crisis, obviously the one of, you know, it's just broken. This comes out, bounce, and is just very, very good. Then we have Solomon Great Almarad, just in case, you know, you need a normal summon the Mirror Mage, you can still pop off, you know, per se. You know, so that's good. You know what I mean? You can special the Mirror Mage and still go through your combo lines. This is an emergency per se. You never know. You never know. If you brick, you want to have an out per se. Then we have what else? We have look at it, guys. We have Gigantic Spright, guys. Obviously, this card is broken. I mean, this doesn't let you get nibbed if you do it right, or if they don't have the imperm or, you know, a Veiler. This they can't do nib on you. This is broken. Lets you special summon swap, you know, so you can then dump Mirror Mage, just go through your combo lines as well that we're gonna show here briefly. So again, these cards are just too good. You need to play at least two, in my humble opinion. Non-negotiable. Then you have the one Toad. Obviously, Toad is the MVP. You know, this deck can set up two Toads in the sense you use one, bring up, you know, Monster Reborn it with double cross, and you can get two negates just off Toad in one turn. It is broken. You know, this is what makes the deck compete even more nowadays. So just too good. And you have Melfi of the Forest, in my opinion. Like I said, I love running the Melfi package. This lets you access that additional negate Herald of the Arclight, you know, via the Melfi package. Is broken card. Omni negate, also with the graveyard effect, just so good, guys. So definitely need to. I love to play that package. And then we have number 2, the Mosquito. Won me a game. I mean, I'm sorry, a match in game 3. This card is broken. The Mosquito, always have fun with it. It's just so good under the right circumstances. You need your one of. And then you have Abi Nambaru, man, Soul Sweeper, guys. Great card. You guys need access to it. You can't sleep on this. You cannot sleep on this card, because this removal, you know, if you're going for game, if you need to swing effect, banish one of their monsters, and then you swing with everything. Just such a good card in specific situations, guys. So yeah, this is the extra deck and the main deck, guys. Now let's move on to the side deck before, you know, we move on to the combo lines and things of that nature. So again, we play double rocks, double nibs, guys. Platinum Secret looks beautiful. Again, it's just a standard. I believe in the power of 2-ofs, guys. That's just me. I believe in the power of 2-ofs for the side deck, just to have flexibility. So yeah, play double nibs. You know, of course, you could play 3. We get it. Things could be different, but double rocks, I think, is enough. You know, in most cases, at least for me. So yeah, I like it. I like double rocks, guys. I'm gonna set it right here. Then we got let's see, double lightning storms here. Again, it's at 2. Card is 2 broken. Go in second. You go for back row or for monsters, just based on needs. Beautiful. Wow, platinum secrets, guys. So again, not too much science to this one. Go in second. You know, board wipes, board removals per se. Just really good, flexible card. Then we have the Dark Ruler No More. So you have 2. This card is very good against me. It really does hamper the deck. So yikes. But again, you have double Dark Ruler No More in case you're playing a mirror match, or in case you're playing an Omni Negate deck, things of that nature. You want to have access, at least with the 2-of, to this broken spell card. I play double Cyclones. Again, back row. You don't want to lose against a Floodgate. You know what I mean? You do have the Lightning Storms, but these Cyclones, maybe you hit a field spell. You know, just very flexible, very good card that you want to have access to. Definitely. So I believe that's a must play. Then you have the 2 crossout designators, just have flexibility in case you need a, you're working on breaking a board, they ask you, they this, they imperm, they that. Just a very flexible card that you want to have access to in case they're coming for you to try and interrupt you. Then this is your safe play. Just that 2, I love it. Just that great balance right there. Per se, you don't want to break, you don't want to draw 2 or 3 crossouts, you know what I mean. Then to finish off the spells, I play the 1 Harpies Feather Duster. Hey, beautiful version, by the way, right, guys? But yeah, I play the Harpies Feather Duster just as a 1-of, again, for more back row removal. And then rounding off, traps, got to play the Evilise. Evilise broken. Sometimes it wins the game by itself. It won me a game. In locals, and it's so good. It's so good. So good. Evenly's love these platinum secrets. They look lovely, and yeah, it's evenly, man. I get it. Some people play 3. I understand, but I believe in the power of 2-ofs in this case, especially for the side deck, just to have some flexibility. And guys, right there, evenly's just broken going second, and then lastly going first. The barrier card is too broken. It's just too great. This is non-negotiable. So many synchros and XEs, and what else? Even pendulums out there, you just never know. Or fusions, just too much going on out there. So going first, you want to see this card sometimes wins games by itself, guys. So just broken card to get access to, guys. So yeah, that's the side deck, guys. So we went over we went over the main deck, we went over the side deck, we went over the extra deck. Let me know what you guys think. And Billy Bob was watching all this time. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this list? Yeah, could it be better? You can make change. Yeah, but again, at the end of the day, it's just a budget list here compared to many other decks, and it's a chance for you to compete. Yeah, can you cut off maybe a card or 2, maybe 3? Sure. Can you make it more consistent, remove the Melfi package? Of course. But I mean, I just love playing a deck that gives me options. If I'm going first, I want to win, and if I'm going second, we use our side deck cards, we break boards, we make things happen, and we get them dubs. So let me know what you guys think, guys, about this deck profile. I'm not the best doing these type of things. My jam, my cup of tea is market watches, but hopefully you guys can enjoy and get value out of this. What do you guys think? Let me know, guys. And again, we're gonna pass now into the combo lines so that you guys can see the potential that this deck has, guys. So let's get it. So let me show you guys just a simple example, guys. An example of a combo line, just the thought process behind this deck. Jay, I want to play Sprites. How do I play it? What is the end board? What is the goal of the deck? How do you play around hand traps, extenders, 1-card starters, this, that, and the other. So I'm going to just show you an example hand, guys. I'm going to just show you an example hand here. So let's draw this hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, we're gonna assume that we're going first, okay? I mean, we can go first, second, and we're gonna assume just uninterrupted, just to show the combo line per se. Of course, you could get Ash, Veiler, Imperm, just like this hand. I have 3 interruptions from my opponent. They can have the same thing, so things might happen in that sense. But what I like about this deck is that you play extenders. Like, for example, first effect would be normal summon a Nimble Beaver. That'd be the first move. Then they could, if they imperm Ash, whatever they do, then you have this extender. This is the key. This is why I love this deck, because you can play around hand traps, you can play around imperm. Of course, if they have maybe 3 interruptions or a draw, it hampers things, you can still end with a board, and that's the key. But I just want to show you guys an example. So your normal Beaver. So again, we're assuming no hand traps, but if they would, you would just extend with blue and continue your combo. So again, you're gonna special summon a Nimble card from your deck. Is going to be Angler, just as an example. So we're gonna say Angler here. But again, let's say they imprint this. Okay, so you would extend. You would put special summon blue in defense or in attack, doesn't really matter. So then effect to search. All right, let's say they stop this too. Let's say they open up with this hand and 2 of their cards. Let's say they Veiler the Beaver, and then they say let's Ash the Search, for example, right? Then at least you already got 2 interruptions. Then you would go into a Link, let's say or you would go into a Spright. Of course, if they in this hand they would have the imperm as well. So at that point, it's gonna be rough. At that point, then you have your interruptions they wasted 3 cards, and you're gonna try and stop them so you can it'll become a top deck game, and it happens sometimes. But again, you see, you could play around multiple interruptions and still give yourself a shot. You know what I mean? That's what I love about this deck. But let's say, you know, we search for Angler. Like we're just showing the combo line. So you special Angler on the field. Then you got 2 bodies, right? So again, you want to protect yourself from nib, okay? So I mean, what I would do, I would just put the 3rd piece. This would be summon 3, so effect to search. You know, you would search for Jet. Right here, that's what you would do. You would search for Jet, okay? Then you got 3 summons. Then you would work on, you know, the 4th summon. You could do, for example, these 2. You could choose, it doesn't really matter per se. And then you go into where is it? You go into Spright. This is summon 4 gigantic Spright, and then you would effect detach, you know, to special from deck. So again, with that said, you would special summon a monster. So this protects you from nib. If they don't negate it, this protects you from nib, and you special summon a level 2 from the deck. So again, in this case, you would special swap. Okay. Oh, whoa, that's Village, eh? Swap right here. So again, effect to dump from swap, you would dump Mirror Mage. All right, so you dump Mirror Mage. Effect to search, you search for the spell so you can get your Toad right here for the Ice Barrier spell. All right, so this is what you do right here. You search for this, then you can special. And again, there's different ways. You can try and go for sprint before that. You know, so there's different ways, but you want to set up the negate as soon as you can. The Omni negate right here. So you activate this, a special Mirror Mage, you know, and then you go with the swap. You create your Toad. And again, placing on the field is important because sprint, you want to make sure you leave some space for you to actually resummon, like special summon. Totally awesome with the double cross trap. But for now, you know, I just want to show the combo lines per se. So again, this is your field right now, and you have a Toad on board, and you have this in your hand. You have these. Remember, you search for Jet. You just made the negate first. Okay, so then you special Jet. Okay, and again, these get special summoned because you control a link 2, rank 2, or level 2 monster. So effect to search, you're gonna search for your double cross. All right, I mean, technically you can search for starter 2, but double cross is just better, especially going first. All right, so then this is when you start making your plays here. You know, you go into a sprint over here. Let's see, you go into a sprint. All right, on top of Billy Bob, because Billy can't be in the way, for example. And then effect, you dump Angler. Where's Angler? Second Angler. Right here, you dump it. Effect to special summon 2 Nimble Beavers. Alright, where's the Nimbles? There's 1. And let's see, there's 2. Alright, so you special 2 Nimble Beavers. Alright, special summon them right here. Okay, so then you would overlay, for at least in my version, Melfi of the Forest. Effect to detach. Let's detach this Nimble Beaver right here. All right, so you're going to search for Caddy. Where's Caddy? All right, where's Caddy? Right here. All right. Okay. Let's set this right here. Okay, so this is your hand. You're gonna set imperm. Okay, so you have an additional interruption. And then you have Caddy end phase. You're gonna special summon Caddy right here. So again, this is the board that I like to set up. Okay, you have, if they don't get rid of this next turn, this is another, you can do everything again with this. Special summon, you know, another Spright, and you can go into sprint again. Of course, you won't have the Nimbles, especially because we normal summon the first one, so you won't have any targets to do sprint. But again, you can do something. You can special summon another Spright, Jet, and then search for starter, special summon another one, and then just go on from there. So again, you have some sort of recursion here. If they don't, you know, get rid of this body, you have a negate here. So again, this would be here placement wise, or actually no, it would be right here, because then you want to special summon it again here with double cross, which we're going to set, for example. So again, this deck has weaknesses. This deck loses hard against Dark Ruler no more, so it happens. You know what I mean? So that's a game, you know, you got to concede. Maybe it would be good to consider siding judgments. That's something that I'm considering, you know, in the future, because that literally loses to Dark Ruler no more. But again, it's just like one card or one or two cards, you know. If they have it per se. So again, the whole point is that you want to, this is the field you want to end up with, at least, at the very minimum. Of course, some people play Fenrir, so imagine having a Fenrir on field on top of all this. That's possible. Possibilities are endless. But again, you have, if they normal or special summon, you do caddy effect, for example, to, you know, let's say they special summon a Fenrir, which happened to me, right? You do caddy effect, you know, add it to your hand, right? And then you're going to search. You're going to search for the Penny. You're going to search for the other Melfi card. You know, and again, once you do that, Forest activates to negate on resolution a monster effect. Alright, so that's really the key. You can negate a monster effect with this, and then these you synchro from your hand, you synchro right here into Herald. So again, now you have another, you negated a monster effect, you have an Omni negate with the banish, you know, the cards that go from hand or deck get banished instead. And then you have this negate. Let's say you have to negate something. You know, you negate with Toad. All right, so Toad, you're going to activate Double Cross to special Toad, and then Toad allows you to add a water, you know, from hand. So you can choose Nimble, you can choose Swap, you add it to your hand. So you already have one negate. You negated a monster effect. You still have this Omni negate, and you still have an Imperm, and you still have a bounce, and you still have 2 cards in hand, guys. So it becomes very, very powerful, guys, for opponents to deal with this type of board. Of course, they can interrupt you, they can draw you, it happens. You need to play around it, things of that nature. But then there's times also that you go uninterrupted, and you want to make sure that you just do this combo line. Again, some people don't play the Melfi package. I totally understand. You know, their end board would be an IP, and then they also have Little Knight, which I don't have right now. So this is Little Knightless sprites, okay? But again, I get it. People prefer Little Knight over Melfi. I understand. So there's no right or wrong in that sense. That could be essentially the more efficient build. But at the end of the day, again, this is budget, more on the budget side. Things not having to have a Little Knight, you can still, again, multiple interruptions. Look at that, you have 3 interruptions just right here. That's 3 interruptions. You fourth because we already used it, then 5th because he comes back again. This negates, so you have like 6, 7, you know, if things go right, and it depends on your hand, but you can get to a point where you have like 6 or 7 interruptions. I didn't even talk about the bounce. Insane. You know, so they have to deal with all this, and then you have the recursion next turn, you know, the special Jet, you know, and then you can search with Jet, or special Blue, then search Jet, and then with Jet you can search for Gamma Burst, you know, and add 14 you know, Hundi to all these monsters, and just so, you know what I mean. It's crazy, you know, the way this deck works. Of course, it takes, you know, a little bit of skill to play around hand traps and know what to do in the end board that you want to end on. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I really enjoy this deck. I really like it because it has a high ceiling. Of course, it sucks, you get Dark Rulered, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't, you know, and it's all about consistency. You know, you want to give yourself the best shot to set up these boards. But again, with this and Double Cross, you get two negates. Then you can, with the Melfi package, that's why I play it, because it's a 2-card engine to get a monster negate and to get Herald on the field. So just so many things going on, Imperm as well, hand traps and everything. So, you know, let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm not like a professional, you know, playing and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I'm pro and I know all these combos and I know the perfect way, and, you know, pro at this and I'm a pro player and this is the way. No, it's just to give you guys an idea of, again, we showed the deck profile. We're showing just a combo line just so you guys can see the potential that this deck has, especially now. Of course, the format is changing. You know, we're getting Fiendsmith, Yubels, you know, with Fiendsmith, Snake Eye now, with Fiendsmith. So again, all those decks are getting better, while this deck got better now with Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge. Those decks are getting better with Infinite Forbidden. So we get it, we understand. But at the end of the day, if you want to play a competitive, consistent deck for the most part, of course I play a couple of bricks, this and that and the other, but even if you want to build a pure version of Spright without this package, you can still throw this in with the swaps. Perfect. I mean, it's, excuse me guys, it's consistent. You can make things happen, especially at locals. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think, guys. This is the deck that I'm playing right now, modern. I don't plan on changing it. I don't care about no features. I don't care about none of that stuff. You know, I don't plan. I love it. Budget. Only thing that I want per se is a Little Knight when it gets reprinted. But that's about it. You know, I have everything else. You know, and let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this deck? Love that the deck uses Toad and it can use it multiple times. Love Sprint. Of course, this deck, it doesn't have a lot of gas per se. It has its moves. If you can get over it, then, you know, it's hard for us to continue on. But it does what it does. It's very effective. And, you know, it gets dubs. It gets dubs. Under the right circumstances, you know, you can definitely get an easy dub, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this is just one combo line. There's a million ways that you can, you know, play. Maybe summon this. If you get Ash, if you get this, then you have to do that. You know what I mean? But just a general overview of what the deck does. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, shout out to Billy Bob, guys. Yo, if you appreciate Billy, your boy Platinum Secret, guys, destroy that like and subscribe button, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this type of content. You know, it's a little bit different. Sometimes we want to branch out a little bit. Someone like, yo, Jay, let's see that deck profile. You know, so hey, we try and mix it up every once in a while here to provide just that different type of content. If you appreciate it, again, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Really appreciate you guys' support, and you guys are the straight MVPs. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.